All right. Come on. How do I pop this out? There we go. That screen. All right. Coolio. I think we're good. Sort of. Kind of. Alright. So we got some Shroud runners. No, don't be tearing on me now. I just changed all my settings. 3 different ways. Why? Alright. Hopefully it's not too bad. Alright, so we got some Shroud runners. Here's my painted Shroud runner. So we're going to go from this to that. At least that's what we're looking for. Why is it worse? It's supposed to be better. No. Oh, why? I've got like nothing running in the background. Anyone has a better idea, please let me know. I've changed all my settings left, right, and center. I've brought down my resolution. I've brought down my bit rate. I've done everything I possibly can. I just don't understand. I don't get it. All right, let's just get her done. Let's just do this. All right. So we're going to start with their jackets. We're going to start with the camo green. I think I'm going to start with the driver first. I'm going to use the dry palette today. Alright. Let's get her done. So, I've been painting these most of the week. Turned out pretty good. A few items I've got to try to see if I can improve a little bit better. See how it goes. Basically just laying out the paint. What's everyone else working on today? Or what have you been working on this week? Obviously, I've been working on the other Shroud runners. Just making sure I've get them in the right way I want. So far, so good. Let us know what you're working on, what you're doing, what you got planned. Obviously, once I've got these guys done, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next. So if anyone's got any ideas, I'm all ears. Needs to open to feedback and try something new. Obviously this week I'm looking to change up my streaming times. Right now it's Sundays and Thursday. I'll probably stream in the morning, and then probably right after work this week just to try out, see what the turnout looks like. But thinking of building something this week. I don't know what. I've got quite the backlog. So obviously there's quite a bit I could do. I'm looking for anyone's thoughts, feedback. Hello there, Rushtails. How you doing? What you working on? Welcome. Working on some Shroud Runners today. Looking to figure out what else I'm going to do once these guys are done. Hope all is well on your end. Eldar, yes, Eldar is my primary army. Thanks for asking. Yep. I've got just almost 3,000 points painted, and I've got another 5,000 backlog right now. So got certain items. Got another Wraith Lord primed up. I've got even a Wraith Knight primed up. Probably do those. How many army you got there? Playable armies is one thing. I've got Eldar. Second army is Drukhari. That one I've got just below 2,000 points painted. And then I started a Adeptus Sororitas. Battle Sisters. There's a third army. I've got only probably just under 500 points painted. Got a lot primed and built, but nothing. How about yourself? What army do you have, Rushtails? Do you have a big robot for Eldar? Yes, I have two. I have one completely painted. It's the Wraith Knight. Is the big kind of tabletop titan in a sense, or dreadnought, I guess you can call it. Well, again, Wraith Lords are probably closer to the dreadnoughts, and the Wraith Lords are not that big. But yeah, the Wraith Knight's the big one. Do I want to guess what your army is? I don't know enough about you yet. I mean, initial thought would be chaos, just because everybody I've talked to recently has got a chaos army. So you can tell me if I'm close or not on that one. My next guess, if it's not chaos, again, as the safe answer would be the Imperials, or the oh my god, why is the name escaping me right now? Oh my goodness. Custodes. We're going to do some dark ivory for inside the cape. Actually, no. I'm going to wait on the dark ivory. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the red. Let's get that colored out. And then, yeah, so we're going to do the Bold Pyral red for his armor, and then we're going to do some dark umber for the leather boots, mitts, and whatnot. So your basic, picked Space Marines. Yeah, but which Space Marine army did you pick? It's still a good choice. I have a few items for Space Marines that I'd like to get started. I'm trying to start a Space Wolves army and a Dark Angels. I've got a few of the Space Wolves painted. I've got a squad of 10. And then the Thunder Cavalry, the Wolves. I've got one of them painted up. And then Dark Angels, actually, I was just researching, trying to figure out my paint scheme. I've got some old second edition. And so I've been playing around with paint schemes for my for my Dark Angels, trying to figure that one out. So, but no, Space Marines are cool. I like Space Marines. Are you doing a homebrew chapter, or have you picked one of the current chapters that you're gonna try to paint up? What do you got planned around that? So, in my Elder Army, playing, well, originally started playing in second edition. How about yourself? And then I didn't really play much for many, many years. And it's only within the last year and a half I've gotten back into it. And I've been able to get a few other people back in. My younger brother got me back into it. So, but yeah, I haven't played as many games as I'd like. I am certainly getting better. Certainly would like to play a little bit more than I have. Because again, it all comes down to just playing and practicing. Because otherwise I'm not very good. I'll admit it. Just painted similar to cover art with non-metallic metals for my whole army. Cool. So I guess if you're painting Space Marines, that means you're painting Ultramarines. Most of the box art is all Ultramarines. Granted, unless you buy a specific box for one of the other chapters that are specifically for the other chapters, then it would be that, but still, non-metallic metal. Cool. You've been painting long, playing long? Who do you like to face off against? I don't know. For myself, who do I like facing off? I mean, I haven't faced enough. I know who I don't like. Don't like playing against Custodes. Those guys suck. It's like a horde army in a sense, with so many things that can come at you. I got a buddy who plays Necrons. That one's okay. Except the whole coming back to life at the end of every turn, so you gotta make sure you gotta take out the entire squad. Then his buddy likes to play, son likes to play the Nurgle, what is it, the Deathwatch? Deathwatch? I just started painting like a year now, but with some on and off. Oh, good. How are you finding it? Easy to pick up? Second Army's Necron, though. Necrons are cool. Combat Patrol, no, it's a good start. Again, it's actually something I like about those new Combat Patrols. They're good starter boxes. 'Cause if you just buy like the regular boxes, I mean, there is enough to paint and play if you want to play just one squad. Can't make it for a quick game. But that's cool. Yeah, Necrons. Can be a touch annoying at times when they come back to life at the end of every turn. I hate that. But it just forces you to get in there and take out as many as you can. Hopes to take the entire squad out the first shot. Alright. He's getting there. Just again putting in the primary set of colors, no shading. Oops. There we go. Void Dragon is my favorite kit. Oof, yeah. Dragon's is my favorite character. Waiting for his update model. Okay, yeah. Yeah. He's definitely one of the cooler guys for sure. Alright, the Dark Umber for the leather. Start with that. Cool. Have you played many games? Alright. So those of you just coming in, welcome to C7 Hobby Hangout. Just hanging out, painting, chatting it up. Not a single game. Ooh. Do you have those to play? Do you have people to play with? I think that's where my difficulty lies. Is I live in a really, really small town. There's no one. The closest local hobby store is 2 hours one way, and then if I go the other way, it's about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on traffic. So, obviously, I purchase most of my stuff online. But, no. It's a fun game. Can be frustrating at times. But, just gotta remember it's a game. I get frustrated at times. Fortunately, my younger brother's really good. He knows how to create a list and just comes in and can literally wipe me clean after a second turn. Yeah, my camera's flickering. I know. I've changed them 3 times. Every stream, I keep changing and updating my settings in order to not make it flicker or rip. And then I start streaming and it starts to flicker and rip again. And then I update it again, and I just did it again this time, just before coming on, hoping it was going to work. And sure enough, within, I think it was 15 seconds, I was just like, are you kidding? So I'm hoping it's not overly bad. Try to see what else I can do, because I've lowered my resolutions, I've lowered my bit rate, I've turned everything off on my Mac. Yeah, and it feels like it's idling, so I don't know why it would still be flickering or. So it's frustrating. Hopefully try to make it work, so hopefully it's not overly bad for you. And if it is, that's sorry about that. My apologies, and we'll hopefully try to fix it for the next stream. Maybe cable problem or camera seeing. I don't know if a camera. Because again, I only have webcams. I've just been started. Obviously, as I can afford more and better gear, definitely looking forward to that. But, yeah, I mean they're decent webcams. They're 4K webcams, and I've got them down to 720 for the resolution in order to help. I did it down to, what was it, 1080 the last time, still flickering. Now doing 720 this time to hopefully make it work. And if it's still flickering, I just don't know. And I've got my frames down to 30 frames instead of like 60 or 80. So I keep trying to troubleshoot, and I'm not 100% sure what else I could possibly be doing. So, all right, leather's done. I just actually missed some red. Boots there. Painting leather is not too bad. It all comes down to picking the right colors, especially from a solid and shading perspective. So from a shading perspective, I obviously started with the dark umber. I'll highlight a bit with light umber, and then the final highlight will be some orange brown. It's usually what I was doing for these guys. Finish up here and I'll show what I've got there. There we go. My brush, it's a Rosemary and Co. Clancy Sable. I've got the set. And these I've actually really enjoyed. They've been serving me really well. The starter set that I started with before I got those were Golden Maple. These I recommend for any starter wanting to start with a sable, because again, sables can be really expensive. These ones are they're not the best, but they're good. I still refer back to them when I need to, but these are my go-tos right now. I've got some others that I'm going to try out. I did get recently Monument Hobby Pro Sable. Haven't used those yet. Those are my next to be used, and then I got some others put away. I can't remember, but yeah. And then the synthetic I used, again, still Golden Maple brush, and these Golden Maple synthetics are I won't use anything else at this point. I've used a lot of synthetics. I've gone through, when I started back into this, I was going through almost a brush set about every week, a week and a half. Nothing was keeping a tip, nothing was working, and I tried so many different kinds. I've got like a box over here of just old brushes that I use, and I bought these, was taken aback by them. They lasted me a month, and I immediately ordered 2 more sets, and I'm still using my first set, and I got 2 more put away that I'll come back and use if needed. But no, amazing for washes, amazing for metallics, great brushes. So yeah, so again, for the leather we use the dark umber, light umber for a highlight, and then the final highlight kind of an orange brown, really kind of make it pop. And I'll show you how it looks on a finished miniature. So you can see on his boots and his gloves, you can see the pop of the orange brown. But again, just the actual highlights, you can see some of the light umber kind of colors. So yeah. And then if you want to do kind of more of an lighter brown leather, you can go start with the light umber and then again start moving into a bit of an orange, or you can even kind of go into orange brown, start with this, and then lighting into something like kind of a golden brown. Yeah, or you can even start with a kind of a dark orange brown, then go to orange brown and kind of work your way across there, kind of thing. So yeah, a number of different options. All right, now we'll do the dark ivory. Now that I'm comfortable with where he's at, get the dark ivory. And the dark ivory will be inside the cloak. We'll see how that goes. There we go. Normally not in, you know, doubt. Metallic metal is definitely takes some time to paint. You must be pretty good at it, or at least getting much better if you're painting all your Space Marines that way. Something I've thought about for my Dark Angels is, especially for my characters, kind of like a dark green, non-metallic would be cool, kind of thing. But yeah, that's something I definitely want and need to practice more on, is a non-metallic for sure. And we're just gonna a little bit of dark ivory on the helmet just to help get the white to pop. Down. There we go. All pretty light now. Cool. Start with our second coat of the ivory. It's a little too thick. Let's see if we can spread that around. Tank with non-metallic would take a while. No kidding. Oof. That's that's going to be a lot for sure. I mean, you could airbrush it, like you mentioned. I mean, that definitely, having an airbrush helps. So, do you have an airbrush? What model, and how are you liking it? There we go. Looks nice. Oh, nice, you do. Good. Oh, whoops. And yes, forget inside the sleeve. There we go. Came from the Gunpla side of the hobby. Cool. Do you have many? I actually purchased my first Gundam about a month or two ago, and have yet to put them together. So I'm looking to really do that in a future stream. put together my first one. It's I can't even remember which one I got, but again, it's got a whole bunch of wings in the back. It looks really cool. So you must have quite a few of them. Yeah, they've always fascinated me in regards to how they are, and I've heard nothing but good things about them, so I'm looking forward to it. Next will be Necron with non-metallic metal. Yeah, but at least with the Necrons, you could do the non-metallic, more of a dry brushing. I've seen that where you could get the Necrons done pretty quickly with the way the sculpts are, but that'd be good. Well, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Alright, so now we've got all of pretty much our primary colors all set up and done. What we'll do is start with the camo. So, yeah, I don't want to be reaching over again and over again. So I got the camo. I kind of did a digitized camo. Kind of squares and rectangles and whatnot. So we're gonna start with that. And we'll downgrade from a 2 to, I think we'll do the 2.0. Start with the yellow green. So we're gonna yellow green and then black green to really give it. It's that wing Gundam you're talking about. It's got a lot of wing. He's got, yeah, it's a space, looks like a space one. I don't know, it looks like 3 or 4 wings on each side. Again, I'm not as familiar with them, so I'm not able to know exactly which one I'm talking about, but he was the coolest one I saw, and I thought, you know what, if I'm going to pick something, I'm going to pick something cool. That's exactly what I did. So, alright, with this guy, alright. There, I want something more on this. Something like that. Some more squares. Bottom. I want a repeat of what I've done on the others already. I want to try to do something different. See if we can do a full square. Which grade though? Oh, good question. I don't think it's one of the top ones. Again, it was my first. I think it's like, not the bottom, but like the second grade going from the bottom, I think. Something like that. Actually, you know what? Better yet. Let's find out. Let's take a quick look. HG, yes. Looks like HG. Mighty Strike Freedom Gundam. HG Cosmic Era. It's got an S. Seed Action System. But yeah, so you can see the lots of cool wings, kind of thing. So yeah, just because he looked really super cool, the sword and lightsaber kind of thing on the side, and again all the gold wings in the back, the white wing kind of thing. So yeah, no, so I think I'm gonna definitely another. My follower is also big into Gundam. Wants me to definitely stream that one putting together. So I think I'll probably do that closer to Christmas holidays. While I've got extra time and be able to stream over a period of time. So definitely look forward to putting that one together. Cool. Yeah. Okay, let's make sure I'm still into frame. All right. Those of you joining us, welcome to C7 Hobby Hangout. Just paint some Shroud Runner riders. Let us know what you're working on, what you got planned. Wicked. Beauty. There we go. Oh, I want to do a square somewhere. I think closer to his head. There we go. All right, and then let's do some dark green, the black green. We'll do the black green, and then on top, get a nice mix. Black green, we can do its own squares or lines. There we go. All right. Across this one. All right. Okay. There we go. There we go. Very good. So, camouflage coming along. Just need another line here. The light green. I have to go back and fill that up. Oh, it's all right. It's the best thing about painting. Just put another coat. Worst case scenario. All right, let's start highlighting this leather. So again, we started with the dark umber. We'll look at the light umber. We'll take it from there. So again, with light umber, it's the big, fat, chunky highlights. Then do the orange brown for the thin, tight highlights. Because that's what the plan is. Put a little bit more wear around their knees, because obviously with getting up and off the bike and then inspections and there we go. And then for the gloves. What's everyone else painting or working on today? Or what do they have planned to paint or build? Let us know. Obviously, once I'm done these shroud runners, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do next. Obviously, this week looking to try to stream a couple of times during the day this week. Considering I used to only do Sundays and Thursdays, want to try to be on Twitch a little bit more often. We got that on the frame. So I'm thinking of building and painting something. Venom built up and already basted. Maybe I might do that. Paint the Drukhari Venom. So I've already got a bunch of the boats already done. I don't have a Venom done. There we go. let's add a little bit more red. Granted, he is hunched over, but I can see it, at least on this side of the camera. It doesn't look as great as I'd like it. So just clean it up a little bit more. There we go. Clean up a little bit of that green that we got in there. There we go. Yeah. He's so pretty now. There we go. That looks so much better. Oh my goodness. There we go. All right. And then while we've got that light brown, light umber, get the leather straps all done. All right. Good stuff. Oh. See what else we got going here. Okay. Let's keep going at it. Add a little brown for the leather. A bit higher. There we go. So yeah, once I've played this guy, we'll move on to another. Go. Now let's get into some orange brown for the leather highlights. Chain brush. Just inside the creases. Just a little bit on the knee. Alright. Try to get a bit on this knuckles while still. Alright. There we go. All nice and done up now. Now we're going to do some highlighting for the armor. Now these all pretty. Now we're going to do some red orange. And then I'm going to tip the eyes. back in the frame. There we go. Booyah. There we go. Slowly come together. A little bit more on the chest, even though we're not really going to see it. All done up. All right. Time for the eyes. What did I do for the other one? I let him, yeah, considering his eyes are really recessed in there. I didn't go as dark as usually. So yeah, we're gonna do some blue sky and gray blue. Make it really, really pop. Kind of make it really nice and pretty. Do that. Something on my brush. All right, come on. There we go. And a little bit. There's a stop. There we go. Ta-da! That's all it took. But now, make sure his helmet really pops. Damn, their white is white. Love it. Let's see. Bold titanium white Monument Hobbies. It is white. We just got a little bit of green I want to clean up. Then we can start on this buddy. All right. Beauty. One down. One more to go. Alright, so put them off to the side. Away from the wet paint. Last thing I'm going to do is just accidentally drop them into the wet paint. at this next one. Ah. Oh, no. There we go. All right. If you ever make a mistake, white Q-tip. Always do the trick. Granted, you got to be careful with the white Q-tip, or else you'll take out all of the rest of the. See, what I didn't realize was that was the inside of his cape, his jacket. So, don't want to paint that. Alright. So yeah, we're just putting some camel green. Obviously, if he's got to be camouflage, he's got to wear camel green. Like, those are the rules, man. After the camel green, probably maybe start with the red. Better feel how this guy's gonna behave. Alright. So we're painting shroud runners today. That's what we be doing today. And once he's done, we'll be able to put him on the shelf along with his other brodies. What's we got here? painting the Shroud Rider. Considering the jetpack's already been done. Get this other buddy done. Cautiously around this guy. Okay. Anyone else out there have Aeldari? Eldar? If you do, which craft world? Which items are you doing? Obviously painting these ones Samhain. Got an Althway craft world. Those are the two that I've got. Or at least that I've painted. Alright, I think we're good here. More green. There we go. Alright, let's get the dark brown, the dark umber for the leather. Great actual one. These guys have been fun to paint. as I anticipated, especially with the digital camo and kind of feel on them. All right. Get the gloves there. There we go. All right. I think we gotta get the red done. Then we can do the ivory. For the armor, red prial. And then a dark ivory inside of his jacket.
Shoulder badge. There we go. One down.
Stay in frame.
It's really hard with the setup. Make it work. Okay. Excuse me, sir, your gun's in the way. Beauty. Look at that, all nice and pretty now. Feet. So I've always forgotten their feet. There we go. Beauty. Okay. For those of you just joining us, welcome to C7 Hobby Hangout. Painting a Shroud Runner. At least the riders. Already got the chip bikes all prettied up. So right now just get the red there. Alright. Make sure we got some good coverage with the red. Beauty. Oh, too much. Too much. Abort, abort. Go back with the green. There we go. I didn't totally royally screw that one up. Awfully close. All right, sir, if you can. Got that one. Last bit of red. There we go. Booyah. Now, we'll go in with a dark ivory.
Dark ivory for his helmet, at least to help the white
Settle in on that. And then dark ivory also for inside of the jacket. So start inside. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, we missed his elbow there. We'll come back to it. Good stuff. Okay. Look, not too bad. Right. Same frame. Different when you're painting with the guy cork. Making sure. Ooh. Where did I do that? sure we got a smooth. There we go. All right. So I think that's going. So again, his buddy over here. So, granted, he's normally like this, with him sitting back like that on the dirt bike, like so. So, two of them done up. We got his buddy all done up. Didn't highlight the pouch. Otherwise, he's done. It's just the pouch. All right, we'll keep him off to the side. I'm gonna do the pouch. All right. Now let's start with the camo. So we originally did his jacket in camo green. Then we're going to do some digital camo with some black green and yellow green. Start with the yellow green. Oh, how do we want to do the boxes on this one, this guy? Yeah. Let me see this box part on this. A little bit more different because it's folded. I guess we're going to do that. There we go. Some light green on there. Light green. Yellow green, all good up. And we're getting in there with the black green. See a couple lines there on him. Black green across. There we go. A dark green on the. Now just a little bit more on the front here. Behind that. Okay, that's fine. Still there. And then the black green would come across. Light green. Yeah. There, I like that. Yeah. There we go. All right. So we got some digital camo on there. All right, let's start highlighting. So we'll start with the leather. So with the leather, we originally started with the dark umber, and then now we're going to go with the light umber for our fat, chunky highlight, and then orange brown for the final little highlight. Then we'll do some orange, red orange for the armor. And that reminds me, if I got the light umber, nope, that's the other color I need for the other guy. All right, almost. Leave it out. All right. Just brush. That's moving. So we do that. That should be good. All right. Something on my brush. What is it? It's gone. All right. paint a couple of shroud runners. Let us know what you're working on. What you got planned, what you doing. Doing some shroud runners. Next. I don't know. Thinking about I should do the Viper or Venom. Dracari Venom. Something I could do. Granted, I also have my witches. Prime and get that done. So I might do that this week. Go. So, of course, these are from the Craft World Sam Ham. Granted, my original Craft World was Altway, and then I bought the old Combat Patrol, and all of a sudden I had bikes, and so I needed to paint them red because obviously it's with bikes. So I made the switch. Granted, now I've got half painted one way and half painted the other. Granted, Samheim wasn't a big Craft World at the back of the second edition when I started. So, but add some additional color to my shelf, which is good. Always use some extra color. Granted, the original Altway colors were yellow and black. Glad they kind of upgraded that with some additional bone. Makes it look a lot more badass. It's really good. Alright, so we did the initial highlights. Brown. So then we'll do the finer highlights with orange brown. Oof, my allergies are picking up again. Don't know why. Alright, so before I do that, I missed a spot on his belt on this other guy that we finished up. Really? Is that one of the hairs bent? Doesn't look like it, but He's good now. All right. You can see it on the black, but is it gone now? Yeah. Why is it splitting like that? I don't know. Hopefully we can at least finish this guy before the brush totally misbehaves. No. I need a little bit more of the brown. I missed that. There we go. And also just a little bit of rough around the knees. They're drying up already. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just a little bit. Beauty. Come along well. All right. Just a touch. There we go. Alright, let's do the highlight for his armor. We got some orange. Red orange. Alright. Missed the red there. Oh, well. I'll have to come back for that. Go. Oh, and I even missed his elbow. Look at that. Alright, yeah, we need the red. Let's get that fixed. That's that. So again, with bold bridal red. Forget it. Wings on his boots makes him go fast. And now his elbow. Alright, we're gonna try some eyes. Hello, Top Gun 123. How are you doing today? We're painting some Shroud Runners. So we've already painted the pilot. Now we're just painting the gunner. So they're gonna look like something like this. So Top Gun, what are you up to? What have you got planned? What are you up to this fine day? So I'm going to highlight the gun. We're going to start with a dark gray blue. It's the chunky highlight. And then a gray blue for the finer highlights, which we'll also use for the eyes. So I think if that's the case, let's actually start with the eyes. Let's start with the sky blue. That's what I need for the eye, then the gray blue, then we'll start with the dark gray blue. Alright, so sky blue first. Dot. What's everyone got planned on this fine day? So get in there for the eyes. Am I still on? There we go. Screen ripping and really annoying. I gotta really figure out what is causing that. Again, my CPU is like not even 20%. Like, I think I just gotta change the resolution again. Alright, let's get moving on. So we'll do the dark gray blue. The fat chunky highlights for the gun. So got a large Eldar army. If you guys have anything different, by all means, let me know. First love is Eldar, but then I do have a few others. Got Drakari. Started as sisters. And a few Space Marines. But I don't have those painted yet. I probably should. Most of my initial collection is second edition. Do I want to get in there? Yes, I do. There we go. Side there. There we go. All right, dark blue. A little bit all over his gown. It's the fat, chunky highlight. Then we're going to go in with the finer highlight with the gray blue. See how that comes out. Those just joining us, welcome to Hobby Hangout, C7 Hobbies. Painting and putting guys together. Today we're painting some Shroud Runners, some Aeldari. So again, from this guy, the gunner, to some of the more completed. So I got the other rider done at the beginning of the stream, and now we're just finishing up the gunner. So, all right. So we're going to go in and get these eyes done real quick. Let us know what you're working on, what you got planned, what you're doing. A little bit more. There we go. Then we just need the white for the dot of the eye, or the eyes. Come on. So what we'll do is with the gray blue, we'll start highlighting the gun. Nice. And the other side is done. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Pretty busy on my end. Good. Very productive. See if I can finish these guys off. Beauty. So pretty. Alright, with the gun done. We got left, I believe, is the helmet. Oh, look at that. Done just in time. Beauty. Alright, you don't want to lay the other way. So we're going to use the bold titanium white, the whitest of the whites. Move up to higher brush, bigger brush slightly, just for a little bit more better coverage. Actually, no, that's why we think of it. I want to get those eyes done. Ta-da! There we go. Beauty. Okay. Oh, that's a beautiful white. Oh. Every time I pull this out, paint it, I just get awestruck with this white. It's so white. we go. Got a bit on his collar. That's okay. Just the bottom of his helmet. Ooh. Look sharp. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, I can't remember. Did I have to paint the item on his helmet or not? What did I do with my other guys? Let's take a look here. I used a decal of just triangles. Here's my older. Used the triangle and then I painted a freehand. I didn't do the triangle freehand. This one has a triangle the opposite way. The Shroud Runners. All right. Ooh, then there's the mine. Do the mine. I need to highlight. Just a long leather strap. Looking fairly good. Ah, the mine. I know I want. Blue. I guess we'll also keep with the orange brown. Maybe go a little bit of non-metallic on it after. There we go. Alright. That's not as light as I'd like it to be. That should do it. There we go. Pretty mine. Done with the colors we already have, which is great. Hmm. The only thing I missed is a little bit of orange on his armor, and then we're gonna put them together. Come on, little bikes. there. Beauty. All right. Well, the back there. Yep. There we go. Beauty. Not too shabby. Alright. Alright. And their bike is over here. So let's get these guys on. Alright, so first things first. Let's get the items out of here. Just make sure I got make sure I get everything. Oh, can this one just come out? No. All right. So the thing that I learned was you gotta kind of put them at the same time. If you put the driver in first, you can't get the other guy's foot behind his jacket. So, all right, so let's take that off the stand before we break that. So let's get one in the back all situated, but he's got his gun. Okay. Oh, come on, really? That's it. Let's get glue everywhere. Alright, so I need a little bit of black and a little bit of the dark umber. Before I do that. There we go, clean up the glue nozzle. And the dark umber. So we need it. There we go. Black just needed to be on handlebars. That one's okay. And the dark umber was against his knees. You can see lost a little bit of paint. There we go. Beauty. Oh, a little bit late, but all is good. Put it on the stand. There we go. Pew, pew, pew. So, thank you very much. I don't know if you see a Wraith Lord on a square base. True. But the old Wraith Lords were the Dreadnoughts, the Elder Dreadnoughts. So that's why they have the square base. But so yeah, we got all three done up. Just get them all lined up here. Thank you. Put down. So I just need to do the decal on that one, and that's all it. That was second edition? Correct. Yes. Yeah. It's a second edition. They were called the... Do I still have the box? No, I do not. That was the Elder Dreadnought. Yeah, it was on a square base. And so I had to modify him to be more of a Wraith Lord. So yeah, had to modify him a little bit in order to be able to make him play, considering that the group I play with, it's very hardcore. It's very much need to magnetize your stuff. You don't have it, no proxies, too bad. So that was back in the Rogue Trader days, right? Yes, that was correct. Yeah. Showing my age, I played second edition. That's when I started. I still have, actually. I bring it up. It's painting some. Let's see here. Second edition Space Marines for as Dark Angels. Trying to figure out my scheme. So this one was done very quickly. Don't mind the colors, which was pretty good, but looking to try out some others, and then I've got the other 10 painted up as Space Wolves, which I also did on a stream here a while back. So, but yeah, that's about my time. I'm almost pretty much out of time here. Gotta finish up, and then gotta go pick up the wife. So Tomahawk Warrior, thank you so much for joining and jumping in. I greatly appreciate it. And that was it. of the day. Not enough of us to raid just yet, but certainly give us a follow. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks. Really appreciate it. Also got a few things out there, podcasts and a few other items, but again, really appreciate the follow. Going to be looking to stream a little bit more often going forward as I get my schedule locked down. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I hope you have a pleasant week, and we'll definitely talk very soon. Thanks so much, everyone. Good day.